up, and it is scored!
For three. Got it!
With the shot, it's in!
Lights out! Good night! Goodbye!
And that's it! Marshfield wins!
It's a great serve.
Another one!
Drop! And the Rams drop one first here in the Super Bowl!
Nice.
Kick on the field, and it is
Scored! It is scored!
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Well, the week has certainly been an interesting one here in Massachusetts, but it's finally Friday, and the snow is being cleared and power is being restored. And Marshfield Community Media is broadcast to you from Cambridge Rindge Latin School in Cambridge, Massachusetts, where the Rams are visiting the Falcons in the first round of the MIAA Boys Varsity Basketball Playoff Tournament. Rams walk in 18-3, and the Rindge Latin kids are walking in 14-6. Ben Wilson from Marshfield Community Media bringing you the play-by-play action for tonight's matchup. It'll be Richardson to take the tip-off for the Rams. For the Falcons, it'll be Daniels. It's going to be Cambridge Latin to start with the ball. Go to Fox. And Fox is guarded by Hessian. Now Daniels puts up a mid-range, and that one goes through. Richardson inbounds it over to Feldman. Feldman gives it to Richardson, gives it over to McCabe, gives it to Hessian. Hessian gives that one back to Feldman. Feldman gives it to Richardson. Richardson under the net, gives it to Hessian. That one's above his head, but Feldman able to come up with it. Feldman dancing around, not sure where to put it. Gives it to McCabe, and he puts up the quick layup for the Rams. Ryan McCabe, who's coming off a 12-rebound game against Dennis Yarmouth in the Rams last game, but that was on February 18th, so you have to imagine that the Rams haven't had a lot of practice in the last couple of weeks, especially with the snow and power outages. So we'll see what they're able to bring against the Falcons here tonight. And quickly, a three nearly dropped there by Coria, and Patton grabs the rebound for the Rams. And Patton under the net, gives it to Hessian. Hessian puts up a quick and easy two for the Rams. Now Fox heads down the court. Gives it to Furman. Furman looks like he was going to go for three, not going to take it. He gives that one over to Abibi. Abibi puts up the mid-range. That one's no good. Feldman comes up with it, gives it over to McCabe. McCabe takes this one himself, puts up a hook shot, and that one goes through. Rams out of the gate firing so far here against the Falcons. Now this one goes over to BB, gives it over to Fox. And Fox now does it himself. No, he's going to give it over to Coria. Coria puts up a three, no good. Rebound, though, collected by Daniels. And Daniels gives it to Fox, puts up a three, and that one goes through for the Falcons. Now it goes over to Dan Patton, who had 27 points in the 93-58 victory over Dennis Yarmouth that the Rams had in their last game. And Patton does all the work himself, putting up a quick and easy layup for the Rams. 8-5. So far, it's been a very intense game here between the Falcons and the Rams. Now Abibi puts up a mid-range, and that one goes through. Falcons trail by 1. It's 8-7. Now Patton over to Richardson. Richardson puts up a 3. That one's no good. Abibi grabs the rebound for the Falcons, gives it over to Fox. Fox gives it over to Furman. Furman trying to dance around Dan Patton here and unable to get around him. Furman, though, puts up a mid-range. He's able to get that one to go through. Hessian gives it over to Feldman. Feldman through the court, gets fouled. Going through the paint, will send him to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams. No, Feldman had 19 points in the win against Demis Yarmouth in Marshfield's last game. Excuse me, Hessian will inbound it for the Rams off the foul there. Hessian gives it to Feldman. Feldman out of the net, puts up a shot. That one's no good. Feldman hits the deck. He was looking for a foul, not going to get one. And a quick series of events right there. Just saw Furman get fouled there. Fox will inbound it for the Falcons. Fox inbounds it over to Furman. Furman gives it to Abibi. Abibi puts up the 3. That one goes through. Now Feldman thought about putting up a 3. He's taking this one himself through the paint. Puts up a shot. No good. Falcons lead 12-8. Now Fox puts up a quick 3 for the Falcons. That one's no good. Furman looking for the rebound. Fights for it with Richardson, and it'll be a jump ball possession. Be a Marshall ball. That means next time we see a jump ball, it will go to the Falcons. Hessian will inbound it for the Rams. Hessian inbounds it over to Patton. Now Patton doing it all himself, puts up a shot, no good. McCabe grabs the rebound, puts up a shot, that one's no good. Right into the hands of Abibi. Abibi over to Daniels. Daniels loses it there, able to give it, no, tried to give it to Abibi. Patton takes it away. Patton now in the paint, Euro steps, puts up a shot, fouled on the way there. He'll go to the line for N1. Hessian at the line, pressure from the Falcons student section, but Patton able to sink the shot there.
Make sure you're talking, guys. Make sure you're talking.
Now Fox quickly heads down the court, gives it to Daniels. Daniels gives it over to Furman. Coach Fish like a 6-man on defense out there. And Furman puts up a wild shot. That one's no good. Patton snags the rebound for the Rams. Patton rushes down the court, and it looks like a foul is going to be called against the Falcons. Now a substitution for the Falcons. We'll see Correa come out, and we'll see Tor come in.
Hey, let's not settle here, guys.
Now Patton over to Hessian. And Hessian now gets that one almost taken away by Corey, but Hessian puts up a 3. That one's no good. Right into the hands of Abibi.
Stay flat, Noah. Stay flat.
And now, oh no.
Stay flat with it.
Marshfield on double coverage here. That one goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a Marshfield ball. Correa under heavy pressure, loses the ball, it goes out of bounds. Hessian inbounds it to Patton for the Rams. It's 12-11, Rams trail by 1. Now Hessian heads up the court, tries to give it to McCabe. That one's tipped, goes into the hands of Richardson. Richardson gives it to McCabe, over to Richardson, puts up a three. That one goes through! Luke Richardson puts down a three for the Rams. Now Furman gives it over to Tor. Tor gives it to Fox. Fox gives it to Daniels. Daniels loses that one into the hands of Dan Patton. Patton able to take that one away, give it over to Feldman. Feldman now gives it over to Hessian. Wide open three. Hessian puts up the shot. That one is no good, but McCabe grabs the rebound for the Rams, gives it over to Patton. And Patton puts up a wild shot. No good, but he gets fouled on the way there. Will send him to the line to shoot two for the Rams. First shot for Patton goes through. Second shot for Patton goes through as well. Patton ignoring the Falcons student section, able to sink both shots for the Rams. Rams now lead 16-12. A minute 55 left in the first quarter. Now Tor calls out a play. Gives it over to Daniels. Gives that one over to Furman. And that one's taken away by Dan Patton. Dan Patton doing it all himself. Puts up a layup. No good. Furman grabs the rebound for the Falcons. He gives that one over to Daniels. Gives it to Abibi. Back to Daniels. That one's going to Abibi. Abibi puts up a three. That one's no good. Rebounded by Nur, though. Nur puts up a layup. That one goes through for the Falcons. Now Feldman gives it over to McCabe, gives it to Hessian. Hessian gets that one taken away by Tur. Tur heads down the court, gives it to Abibi. Abibi puts up a layup. That one goes through, and he's going to the line for an and one. And we're going to see Ryan McCabe check out of the game for the Rams. We'll see Cam Ryan come in.
Hey, don't play with it, B-man. You don't need to go with the cross.
And the shot for Abibi goes through. Abibi able to complete the and one. Now Patton dribbling his way around the defense, and then he hits the deck. Foul called against the Rams. We'll see Daniels inbound it for the Falcons. He gives that one over to Furman. Now Abibi gives it to Furman. Furman puts up a wild three, and that one in and out of the net. Patton snags the rebound, gives it over to Feldman. That one's jabbed, goes out of bounds. It will be a marshaled ball. Falcons defense, no problem getting in the Rams' face here.
Hey, they're reaching every time. Go right through it.
And we'll see Adams check in for Furman. Feldman inbounds it over to Patton. 22 seconds left in the first quarter. Falcons lead 17-16 against the Rams. Now Hessian gives it over to Patton. Patton gets that one tipped away. It goes out of bounds. It'll be a Falcon ball. 5 seconds to go in the first quarter. Excuse me, no, it'll be a Marshall ball. Hessian inbounds it to Patton. Patton not sure where to put it. Under pressure. Swings it over to Feldman. Feldman puts up a last-second three, and that one is no good. At the end of the first quarter, your score is 16-17. Falcons and Rams evenly matched so far. Both teams coming out with some serious intensity.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
It's going to be Daniels to inbound it to start the second quarter for the Falcons.
Hey, let's go, Bub. Hey, Toke, stay flat, Cam. Stay flat.
This one gets inbounded to Adams.
By yourself.
Adams gives it over to Tur. Tur gives it to Tor. Gives that one over to Adams.
Don't fight it, Cam. Don't fight it. Just keep.
Adams now through the paint.
Hey, that's a travel.
And he's going to get called for traveling right before he passes it over to Daniels. Feldman will inbound it for the Rams.
Hey, they're going to reach, Dan. Just go
And he'll
right
give it to
through
his fellow senior captain, Dan Patton.
There you go.
Now Patton charges through the paint, hits the deck, ball is loose, right into the hands of Furman. That one's taken away by Richardson, though. Richardson tries to put up a shot. That one is blocked, but Ryan grabs the rebound. That one's no good. And now a foul finally called by the refs. It will be against the Falcons. It will send Richardson to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams. In the student section here at Cambridge Rindge Latin do not like the outcome of that play. First shot for Richardson goes through, ignoring the noise from the Falcon student section. Second shot for Richardson is no good. But Richardson able to tie things up 17-17. Right there, ball bounces off the head of Noah Feldman, goes out of bounds. It'll be a Falcon ball. Richardson checks out of the game for McCabe to re-enter.
Don't fight it, Cam. Just be strong. Just be strong. You can't dislodge it.
Now Daniels inbounds it to a BB.
Just move the puppies, Cam. Move the puppies. Oh, that's it.
And the BB now in the paint, doing it all himself, puts up a layup. That one goes through. And they're going to call a foul, and the Rams will send a BB to the line for an N1.
Cam had his hand to right, so let him turn back.
A BB using his size to his advantage, but he's got a tough matchup. He's going up against Cam Ryan. Both him and Ryan, definitely the taller two on the court. Be an exciting matchup for the rest of the night. A BB to extend the lead. Unable to do so, but Falcons lead 19-17. Now Feldman signals over to Ryan for a screen. Feldman now in the paint, throws up a wild shot. That one goes through, and he's going to go to the line for an N1. Coach Fish, as always, like the sixth man on the court, yelling out some plays to the Rams. The shot for Feldman goes through. Able to give the Rams the lead, 20-19. And that's a high pass over the head of Feldman, and McCabe grabs it, but he steps out of bounds. So give the Falcons the ball there.
Hey, keep working, guys. Don't settle. Hey, there you go. Cole.
Now Furman, not sure where to pass it.
Stay flat, Morton.
Under the coverage from Pat. Now Furman puts up a mid-range. That one's no good. Ryan grabs the rebound for the Rams, gives it over to Feldman.
Don't need to dribble too much.
Feldman in the paint, puts up a shot. That one goes through. Noah Feldman can't stop him tonight, something that the Falcons need to work on in their defensive formations, trying to stop Noah Feldman's momentum.
Stay flat, Ross. Stay flat.
Now Tur heads down the court
Stay flat.
in the paint, puts up a mid-range. That one is no good, but wouldn't have been good anyway, gets called for travel. Bongelati to inbound it for the Rams. Gives that one over to Patton. Rams lead 22-19 against the Falcons here in Cambridge. Round 1 of MIAA Division I basketball playoffs. And Feldman puts up a 3. That one's no good. Bongelati fights for the rebound, able to get it, gives it over to McCabe. McCabe gives it to Feldman. Gives that one over to Richardson. Richardson over to Bongelati, gives it to Feldman. Feldman gives it to McCabe. McCabe over to Feldman. Gets that one taken away, and that one's grabbed by Fox. And Fox gives it over to Daniels. Daniels loses it there, but able to maintain possession. Gives it over to Fox. Fox puts up a 3. That one's an air ball, and Richardson grabs the rebound for the Rams. And now they're going to call Richardson on traveling there. No scoring, but an intense series of events for both the Falcons and the Rams. 5:35 left until halftime. Rams lead 22-19 still.
Hey, use your tempo, kid. Tempo it down.
Fox gives it over to Daniels. He gives that one to Adams. Adams gives it to Firms.
Screen has not stayed still one time. Screen has to stop.
Furman gives it to Adams. Adams back to Firms.
Hands up.
And Ferns able to try to put a hook shot up. That one's no good. Richardson looking for it there. Correa grabs the rebound, puts up a shot, but fouled while putting up the shot there. Will send him to the line to shoot 2 for the Falcons. First shot for Correa is no good.
Ball ain't never lie.
Second shot for Correa is no good. McCabe grabs the rebound and gives it over to Patton. Patton now gives it over to Richardson. Richardson gives that one to Patton. Patton puts up a mid-range. That one goes through, extending the Rams' lead 24-19. Now Furman tries to give it over to Daniels. That one's nearly taken away. Furman able to grab it though, gives it over to Adams. Adams puts up a 3, no good. But Correa grabs the rebound, knocks Richardson down. He'll get a foul called on him. The ball will be going the other way, and that got a serious reaction from the student section of the Rams.
I told you, let's go. Good take, buddy. Don't play with it.
Hessian inbounds it over to Patton.
Go right by. Go right by.
Patton gives it over to Richardson. And Richardson now heads through the paint, puts up a shot, blocked. Ball goes out of bounds, will be a Falcon ball. It will remain a Marshfield ball. Hessian tries to inbound it over to Patton. That one's blocked. Ball goes out of bounds, will still be a Marshfield ball. Hessian now inbounds it over to Feldman, who gives that to Richardson at the top of the key, gives that one to Hessian. Hessian gives it to Feldman. Feldman puts up a wild shot, and that one goes through. Noah Feldman, unstoppable tonight for the Rams, able to make something out of nothing. Now a timeout taken by the Falcons. Rams lead 26-19. It's been an intense series of events. We've seen a lot of fouls from both teams. A lot of intensity coming from both these teams here. You have to imagine right now in the timeout, both teams got to be working some defensive formations. The Rams, on one hand, have been stopping all of the offense that the Falcons have. So if you're the Falcons, you need some offensive formations. But the Falcons need some defensive formations too, especially around Noah Feldman. He's been getting through the paint, putting up some serious points for the Rams. It's definitely something you need to watch out for. But if you're the Rams, you know how aggressive the Falcons can be. They've already had that in-your-face mentality against the Rams, and they've already gotten a couple fouls drawn against the Rams, so that's something that the Rams need to avoid here. But something that's interesting about both these teams here, they had the same outcome the previous year. Last year, the Rams' last game of the season was a playoff loss to Newton North, 58-55. The Falcons suffered the same thing. It was a Newton North playoff loss. They lost 56-44. Both the Rams and the Falcons know how it feels to lose to Newton North in the playoff. So obviously, both of them coming in with some serious redemption in mind. They want to get back into some playoff contentions here. This is round one. The Rams want to go far. Last year, it was a second-round exit to Newton North. The Falcons had a third-round exit. So the Rams want to go further than they did last year in the playoffs. Now Daniels gets someone taken away by Richardson. Richardson tries to give it over to Patton. Pass is just out of reach. Ball goes out of bounds for a Falcon ball. And you can see the emotion on Coach Fish's face. He knew that Richardson had Patton wide open. Now Daniels gives it over to Abibi. Abibi gives it to Fox. Fox gives it to Daniels. Daniels puts up a three. That one is no good. Richardson collects the rebound for the Rams. Richardson over to McCabe. Gives that one to Feldman. Feldman loses that one a little bit, able to maintain possession, gives it over to Patton. Patton fakes three, and he gets charged there by Fox. We'll call a foul against the Falcons. Hession will inbound it for the Rams. And we'll see Tur check in for the Falcons for Fox. Hession inbounds it to Feldman. Feldman on the net, puts up a shot. That one's no good, but gets fouled while going through the paint. And Feldman looks a little shaken up after the play there. Feldman going to the line to shoot two for the Rams. A little shaken up after the play there. Falcons student section with zero empathy for Noah Feldman, but Feldman able to silence them, sinking his first of two, extending the Rams lead 27-19. Second shot for Feldman goes through. Rams now with a 9-point lead against the Falcons, and Patton, no, it's just Feldman takes that one away, tries to put up a wild shot, gets fouled. Feldman once again going to line to shoot two for the Rams. First shot for Feldman goes through. I'm not sure if Noah Feldman has missed a foul shot here tonight against the Falcons. Noah Feldman having a great night for the Rams. Definitely the key player that the Falcons need to watch out for as he sinks his second shot. Now an 11-point lead for the Rams. Now double coverage there from the Rams on Houston. And it looks like Houston might have stepped out of bounds there. Hession once again inbounding it for the Rams. Hession gives it to Richardson. He gives that one to Patton. Patton under some heavy coverage from Houston. Patton not sure what to do. Able to give it to Richardson. And now Feldman gives it over to Richardson. Richardson puts up a layup, and that one goes through. So far, it's been less of a basketball battle, more of a battle of the student sections. Rams versus Falcons. And oh my! McCabe hits the deck hard. No foul called. That was surprising. But regardless, no points scored for the Falcons. And now Patton unable to complete the play there. And Houston puts up a shot. That one's no good. but Coria grabs the rebound, puts up a layup for the Falcons, and he's going to the line for an N1. Al Coco Luto Gymnasium is shaking. Like I said, it's really less of a basketball battle. It's a battle of the student sections, Rams versus Falcons. The crowds are absolutely thunderous here tonight. The shot for Coria is no good. Richardson grabs the rebound. He gives that one over to Bongelati in the paint. Bongelati tries to put it in mid-range. That one's blocked. Ball goes out of bounds. And it will be a Falcon ball. Excuse me, no, it will go to the Rams. Hessian inbounds it to Bongelati, gives that one to Patton. And Patton nearly gets that one taken away, able to maintain possession. Patton in the paint, puts up a mid-range. That one goes through. And Patton is going to the line for an N1. And now, looks like the refs are talking here. And they're going to reverse the call. It's going to be a Falcon ball now. Daniels to inbound it for the Falcons. He gives that one to Furman. Furman tries to pass it over to Daniels. Daniels didn't know it was coming. Now Houston, wow, able to intercept the pass from Richardson. Gives it over to Furman. Furman puts up a three. That one is no good. Coria tries to grab the rebound. He can't hold on to it. Ball's on the ground. It looks like it's going to be a jump ball possession here. Off the jump ball, it will be a Falcon ball. Wow. Fast-paced series of events here in Al Locator Gymnasium. Excuse me, Al Coco Luto Gymnasium. Now Feldman signals to his team, hey, calm down, let's relax here. Quick series of events, but we need to calm it down here. Let's play like we always do. Minute 39 until halftime. Feldman down the court in the paint, gives it over Ryan. Ryan gives it to Feldman. Feldman under the net, gives it to Richardson. No, that one's taken away by Coria. He gives that one to Furman. Furman, oh, tried to put up a dunk. It got blocked by Patton. Wow. Though the shot was blocked by Patton, it's going to send Furman to the line for the Falcons.
That is a horrible call. He met him at the peak. Hell no, you don't get that call anywhere. That's a Massachusetts ass call. Call don't work nowhere else.
First shot for Furman is no good. Though the block was intense from McCabe, he is starting to get into some foul trouble here. Second shot for Furman is good. Bongelati gives it over to Feldman. Feldman gives that one to Richardson. He gives that one to Feldman. Feldman under double coverage gives it to Hessian. Hessian puts up a straightaway three. That one's no good. And Hessian, though, able to collect his own rebound.
Go to it. There you go. Go to it.
Hessian at the top of the key, gives it to Feldman, fakes three. Feldman now charges through the paint.
You get there all day.
Tries to give a pass over to Ryan. Foul called against the Falcons, though, sending Feldman to the line to shoot two for the Rams. Excuse me, that was Patton on the block for the Rams, not Ryan McCabe. My apologies. First shot for Feldman goes through. Second shot from Feldman is good. Now Houston gets tripped by Bongelati there. And you can tell Coach Fiss wasn't happy about Bongelati doing that one there. So we'll see Houston go to line and shoot 2 for the Falcons.
Yeah, I just know from him trash talking.
Houston able to go 1 for 2 on the free throws there. 54 seconds until halftime. Rams lead by 11. Feldman gives it to Ryan, almost loses it there, able to maintain possession. He gets that first shot blocked, collects the rebound though. And now they're going to call Cam Ryan on traveling. Now Fox tries, I don't know what he was going for there. Looks like he's trying to give it to Houston. Feldman grabs it though. Tries to put up a shot, no good. And now they're going to call jump ball possession. Both teams looking for the rebound there from Feldman. It will be a Falcon ball. Now since the Rams have entered the bonus, we'll see Houston go to line to shoot 2 for the Falcons. Looked like he was going to be a jump ball, but refs are going to call foul on Noah Feldman. First shot for Houston goes through. Second shot for Houston goes through.
Hey, don't play with it. Give it on.
Cutting the Rams lead down to 9. 34-25 is your score in Al Coco Luto Gymnasium. 20 seconds left until halftime. Hessian under pressure from Houston. And now the student section starting to rumble. Try to distract the Rams as best they can. Now Feldman in the paint, puts up a shot. He gets fouled going through, sending him to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams. First shot for Feldman goes through. Rams now with a 10-point lead. Second shot for Feldman goes through. Richardson checking back into the game for Feldman. And looks like we're gonna have a quick pause here. Looks like we have a water spill on the court in front of the Rams bench.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
This is quite the water spill we had. A little bit of a cleanup time here on Friday night here in Al Coco Luto Gymnasium. But looks like we're resuming play here. We'll see Daniels inbound it to Houston. Houston with 8 seconds left until halftime. Coach Fish saying, bring the defense, prevent all scoring. And that one is tipped, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Your score is 36-25. Rams leading against the Cambridge Rindge Latin Falcons. Both teams heading in the locker room discussing strategies for the second half. We'll be right back on Marshall Community Media with some second half action. Don't go anywhere.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
Back in Al Coco Gymnasium for second half action. Rams lead 36-25 in the first round of Division I boys varsity basketball playoffs. Right now, the Cambridge Rindge Latin Falcons having a tough time getting around the Rams defense. The second quarter was a really rough one for the Falcons. We didn't see much of their scoring until around the end of the second quarter. So I'm definitely interested in seeing what the Falcons are looking to bring here in the second half. For the Rams, it's definitely been an offensive game for them. I've seen a lot of Noah Feldman, especially at the line too. I don't think Noah Feldman has missed a free throw. He's also been doing a great job getting through the paint and able to put some vital points up for the Rams. And right now, the Falcons looking to score against the Rams here. Richardson hits the deck. Houston now almost gets that one taken away by Padden. Furman fakes three, gives it over to Houston. Houston not sure where to pass it. Gives it over to Daniels. Daniels gives it to a BB. He gives that one to Houston. Gives that to Furman. Shot clock at 8. Furman in the paint, putting up a mid-range, and that one goes through. Furman able to do a great job making something out of nothing. He saw the opportunity, he took it, able to put up the quick mid-range for the Falcons. Now Feldman under the heavy coverage from Houston. Gives it to McCabe, he gives that one over to Hessian. Hessian to Richardson. Richardson now puts up a mid-range. That one is no good. Grabs his own rebound though. Richardson gives it to Feldman. Feldman puts up a clear three. That one's no good. Rebound is grabbed by Richardson. Richardson puts up a quick shot. That one's no good, but he's going to line and shoot two for the Rams.
Hey, let's keep attacking. They already ain't playing D. If they ain't gonna rebound, let's go.
First shot for Richardson is good. Rams now with a 10-point lead, 37-27. Richardson to extend the lead. Unable to sink that one. Correa grabs the rebound for the Falcons, gives it over to Houston. He gives that to Daniels. Gives it to Correa. Correa not sure where to pass it. Able to give it over to Furman. Furman to Houston. Low pass to a BB. A BB using his size, trying to get through the paint, puts up a shot. That one's no good. McCabe grabs the rebound for the Rams. And Patton looks like he was trying to pass it over to Feldman. Ball goes out of bounds. It will be a Marshfield ball. Hessian inbounded for the Rams. Gives it over to McCabe. McCabe gives it to Feldman, fakes three. In the paint now, Feldman puts up a mid-range. That one is no good. McCabe though fights for the rebound. Ball's on the ground, Richardson going for it, Houston as well. And it'll be a jump ball possession called.
Let's go, guys.
It will be a Marshfield ball. Hessian once again to inbound it for the Rams.
Hey, take your time. You're getting the offense. Take your time.
And we're going to see Tor substitute in for Correa.
Come on, come on.
Hessian inbounds it over to Richardson. Richardson knocks down Houston. And that's not a great call from the refs there. Houston able to flop for the Falcons. Taking the hit from Richardson. Lead to a Falcons ball. And Bongelati now checks into the game for Feldman. And Feldman definitely does not look happy about what's been happening throughout the third quarter here.
Hey, stay flat, Rock.
And Daniels inbounds it to Furman.
Yeah, let's talk about the flop.
It looks like they're going to call foul on the Falcons. Excuse me, no, it'll be against the Rams. I'm not exactly sure what the call is. Daniels to inbound it for the Falcons. Gives it to Furman. And now a deep pass over to Houston. Houston gives it to Tor. Tor right under the net, able to fake out McCabe and put up a quick and easy 2 for the Falcons. Now Hessian puts up a mid-range. That one goes through. Now Furman under the press from Richardson, nearly loses that one. And it looks like they're going to call foul on Richardson.
Come on, Bob. No need to reach that.
Daniels to inbound it once again for the Falcons. Now Furman puts up the shot for the Falcons, able to sink that one. Excuse me not being there for a minute. Fan from the audience was asking about MCM. Obviously, I had to tell her a little bit about what we do. Now Patton gives it over to Hessian. Hessian gives it to Bongelati. Bongelati gives it to Richardson. Richardson puts up a 3. That one is no good. Tor grabs the rebound for the Falcons. Now Houston hustles down the court, puts up a quick mid-range. That one is no good. Abibi grabs the rebound. That one gets blocked by Richardson. And they're going to call foul against the Rams. We'll send Abibi to the line to shoot 2 for the Falcons. And you can see the frustration in Coach Bob Fisher. First shot for Bibi goes through. Second shot for Bibi goes through. Now looks like a little more. Looks like we'll call it floor issues with the spill that happened earlier. Looks like the refs are checking the floor a little bit there, but resuming play with McCabe inbounding it to Patton. Now Patton heaves that one to Hessian. Hessian puts up a 3. That one is no good. McCabe grabs the rebound, gives it to Richardson. Richardson puts up a 3. That one goes through! Richardson with the straightaway 3. An unbelievable play for the Rams. And now Richardson takes a hit for the Rams. They're going to call a foul against the Falcons. We'll send the ball the other way. Richardson earlier had a Falcon parent yelling at him from the crowd. That 3 had to feel great for Richardson. Now Patton in the paint, throws up a shot, no good, but they're going to call a foul against Patton. It's going to be toward inbound it for the Falcons. Rams lead 42-33 with 3:35 left in the third quarter. Tor inbounds it to Fox. Fox under the press from Richardson and Hessian. Able to lob that one over to Furman. Furman gives it to Tor, fakes three. Gives a low pass to Furman. Furman puts up a mid-range. That one's no good. McCabe tips the ball up, and it goes into the hands of Hessian. Now Hessian, looks like that one might have been kicked out of bounds by Abibi.
Let's go.
Hessian inbounds it to Richardson, gives it to Patton. Patton fakes three. Patton in the paint, puts up a mid-range. That one is no good. Ball gets tipped, and it goes into the hands of Furman. Furman hustles down the court, puts up a layup, and that one goes through. Furman doing all the work himself. Able to put up two for the Falcons.
Go to work, Brock. Go to work. He can't guard you.
Now McCabe over to Patton.
Oh, stop that flopping.
And Patton puts up a shot, no good, into the hands of Daniels. Daniels gives it to Abibi. Abibi puts up a wild shot. That one's no good. Daniels fights for the ball against Richardson. And it looks like they're going to call a Marshfield ball. Hessian once again to inbound it for the Rams.
Don't play with it, Dan. Just go right by. Stay wide.
Now Patton under the pressure from Houston. Patton in the paint, puts up a shot. No good. Looks like he was trying to draw a foul there. And Patton hits the deck. No foul called against the Falcons. Now Houston, a wild shot he puts up there. That one is no good, but Houston grabs the rebound over to Fox. Fox now gives over to Houston. Houston had the opportunity for a three, but they're going to call a foul against the Falcons. They'll be traveling against Itmar Fox.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
In the timeout here, Rams lead 42-35 against the Cambridge Rindge Latin Falcons. It's definitely been nothing less than intense here tonight, especially between the two fan sections we have here. The Marshfield fan section, of course, that we are in, has definitely been going toe-to-toe with the Cambridge Rindge Latin section that we have across the gymnasium. They have an ESPN table set up, and they're trying to rattle the Rams, but they've been unable to do so. But we've also had a couple of Cambridge Rindge Latin parents yelling at the players on the court. Talked to you earlier about it being Luke Richardson who had a parent yelling at him, and Richardson was able to bury a three to silence them there. So the Rams definitely showing they're not going anywhere against the Falcons. Now Hessian gives it over to Richardson. Richardson gives it over to Patton. Patton over to Hessian. Hessian nearly gets that one taken away by Fox. Hessian gets a small screen from Richardson. Hessian now in the paint, fights for the ball, and they're going to call a foul against the Falcons. And Al Cocoluto Gymnasium definitely not happy about that. Regardless, Hessian to inbound it for the Rams. Now Richardson loses that one. Able to maintain possession though. Gives it over to McCabe. McCabe gives it to Ryan. Ryan puts up a shot. No good, but they're going to call foul for traveling on Cam Ryan. And looks like it was going to be toward inbound, but no, he'll sub out for Daniels. We'll see Abibi check back into the game as well. Now Furman, looks like he was giving over to Daniels there, puts up a shot, no good. Hessian gives it over to Richardson. Richardson gives it to Patton. Patton gets a screen from Ryan. Patton puts up a layup, and that one goes through. Minute 18 left in the third quarter. Rams now lead 44-35. And Furman looking to answer the Rams' momentum with a three. That one is no good.
Let's go. Two jump shots. Come on, Bub.
So looks like there's a foul called against Ryan there. Daniels tried to put up a three. That one is no good. We'll see Tor put up a layup. That one goes through and he gets an and one called on him. We'll see Tor head to the line to shoot two for the Rams. Falcons slowly starting to pick away at the Rams lead. Rams still lead 44-37. We'll see Tor go to the line to shoot one for the Falcons.
That's crazy work from this.
Tor able to complete the and one. Pat now gives it over to Ryan. He gives that one to Richardson.
Gotta go to it, Rob. Gotta go to it.
Richardson gives that one over to McCabe. Now McCabe through the paint, puts up a wild shot. That one's no good, but they'll foul McCabe on the way there. They'll send Ryan McCabe to the line to shoot two for the Rams.
Let's go. Play aggressive. Go, Rob.
First shot from McCabe goes through.
Stay aggressive here, kid. Okay? Let's stay aggressive, Rob.
Second shot from McCabe also goes through. Rams showing the Falcon student section they are not fazed one bit by them. Now a long pass over to Tor. He gives that one over to Houston. Houston now through the paint, puts up a layup, does all the work himself. Jermaine Houston puts up the easy 2 points for the Falcons. He's definitely been the player to watch out for. Now with 18 seconds left in the third quarter, shot clock being turned off. Patton looks like he's trying to charge here, loses the ball a little bit. Now Patton not sure what to do, puts up a mid-range. No, he fakes it, gives it over to Hession. Hession puts up two for the Rams. Now Houston, 1 second left, puts up a wild three. That one is no good. At the end of the third quarter, your score is 48-40, Rams leading against the Falcons on what's been a seriously intense night here at Cambridge Rindge Latin High School. But while we're in between quarters, we'll take a quick break here on Marshfield Community Media. Don't go anywhere.
MCM coverage of MHS sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
Back from a timeout here in Al Coco Luto Gymnasium. Rams lead 48-40 against the Cambridge Rindge Latin Falcons. It's been an intense matchup for the Rams and Falcons, but it's really going to come down to the buzzer here. Rams with an 8-point lead. It was once a 10-point lead, but it was also once a 1-point lead. So we're going to see what the Falcons can bring here in the fourth quarter. Both teams looking to move on in the MIAA Division I playoffs.
Hey, let's just stay disciplined here, guys. Stay disciplined.
It'll be Patton to start the fourth quarter for the Rams. Patton gives it over to Hession. Hession in the paint, puts up a mid-range. That one is no good. Houston grabs the rebound for the Falcons. He gives that one over to Tor.
Get back.
Now Tor under some heavy pressure. That one's taken away by Feldman. Feldman in the paint. Looks like he was trying to fake a pass over to Patton. And now they're going to call a travel on Houston after he took that one away from the Rams.
Let's go. Ratchet the pressure up. Take your time. You know they're gonna
Hession
block.
passes
No,
it
no, he gonna block.
in to Feldman, gives it to Richardson, who gives it over to Hession.
Just be strong. Take your time. He gonna
Now
block.
Feldman fakes three, now in the paint. Feldman bounced past to McCabe, and that one almost taken away by the Falcons. Patton, though, able to grab the ball for the Rams, and he tried to give it to Hession in the paint. Ball goes out of bounds. It will remain a Marshfield ball.
No, just post. Clear out. Clear out. He gonna flop. He gonna.
Now
That's a
Feldman
flop.
Gets a flop from Houston. No foul called against the Rams. Now Patton gives over Richardson. Richardson dancing around, puts up a mid-range. That one is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. And it will be a Falcon ball.
Hey, elevate on it. If you're going to pull this shot, you got to elevate.
Daniels inbounds it over to Furman. Furman gives it over to Tork. He gives that one back to Furman. Now Fox in the paint gives it to Furman, puts up a three. That one is no good. Ball goes out of bounds. Will be a Marshfield ball.
Yo, we got to give them a blanket too for the foul?
Feldman inbounds it over to Hessian. Hessian over to McCabe. McCabe in the paint, passes over to Feldman at the three-point arc, gives it to Patton. Patton in the paint, puts up a shot. That one goes through, but they're not going to call foul. Coach Fish is looking for a foul to be called against the Falcons.
Inconsistent as can be. Well, y'all ain't gonna never make it up another level.
They're actually going to discard the points here, so it will remain 48-40.
Don't quit your day job on calls like that.
Daniels inbounds it to Furman. Furman now in the paint, doing it all himself. No, he's going to give it over to Abibi. Abibi puts up a three. That one goes through. Aaron Abibi puts up a three for the Falcons. I thought that Furman was going right through the paint to put up a layup. He faked everyone out, giving it to Abibi, who puts up the easy three. Now Feldman heading through the paint, gets that one blocked, and the ball goes out of bounds. Daniels makes the block for the Falcons. Falcons starting to pick away at the Rams lead. 48-43 is your score. Feldman now in the paint, puts up a wild shot. That one's no good, but they're going to call a foul against the Falcons, sending Feldman to the line to shoot two for the Rams.
It took like 6 of them to get one. God damn.
First shot for Feldman is no good. Second shot for Feldman goes through. And now a timeout taken by Coach Fish. Definitely an intense series of events here. Rams scoreless until the foul shot from Noah Feldman in the fourth quarter. So Coach Fish obviously needs to go over some offensive strategies here with the team. Falcons definitely coming into the fourth quarter with a lot more physicality than they have throughout the rest of the game. It's really going to come down to who has the ball last, and it's really going to come down to the buzzer beating. Coach Fish and Coach Rodriguez in the timeout, definitely saying, hey, you got to wake up. You have this. Both teams have it. I mean, it's just a matter of who comes down with the ball last. That's as simple as that. Winner moves on in the playoffs. Cambridge Rindge Latin, the 15th seed. Rams, the 18th seed. But sometimes numbers don't matter. The Rams leading 49-43 against the Falcons. Rams will be the first to break the timeout. Same lineup for both teams. Will be Daniels to inbound it for the Falcons to break the timeout. And he gives that one over to Fox. Fox gives it to Daniels. He gives that one over to Coria. 5:41 left in the fourth quarter. Fox at the top of the key, gives it to Coria, fakes three, gives it to a BB in the paint. He gives that one to Daniels. Daniels gives that one to Furman. Excuse me, no, that was Coria, and Coria able to put up a three for the Falcons. Now only a 3-point lead for the Rams. Now Feldman gives it over to Hessian. He gives that one over to McCabe, and McCabe now slips, and they're going to call it travel on Ryan McCabe from the slip there. Falcons with opportunity to tie things up here. Abibi inbounds it to Fox. And Coria gives it to Abibi in the paint, puts up a layup for the Falcons. Rams now only with a 1-point lead. Now McCabe gives it over to Feldman. Feldman in the paint, puts up a shot. That one's no good. Daniels makes the rebound grab for the Falcons. And Furman had the ball there, and a timeout will be taken by Cambridge Rindge Latin. Just an unreal series of events here. Rams at one point having a 10-point lead. Now it's only down to a 1-point lead. You have to imagine in the timeout here, Coach Fish is going over some offensive strategies because the Falcons on defense has been absolutely locking down against the Rams. The only points the Rams have in the fourth quarter was the free throw from Noah Feldman. So the Rams definitely need to consider some new offensive strategies. We've seen a lot of Noah Feldman in the paint. He's trying to put his body on the line and put up some shots for the Rams, but he's been unable to sink them. The Falcons is putting way too much pressure against the Rams. For the Falcons, though, we've definitely seen a couple threes drop, which is something the Rams need to avoid. We've seen 2 threes drop in a matter of minutes here in the fourth quarter. That's something the Rams definitely need to watch out for. And we also saw a BB wide open in the paint, something the Rams also need to watch out for. Just watching out for any open man. Definitely, I recommend going man-to-man here because the Falcons definitely thrive on double coverage on defense. So the Rams need to go man-to-man on offense, try to show the Falcons, hey, we got it too. Falcons playing in-your-face mentality. The Rams need to start playing something like that too because the Falcons know they have the opportunity to take the lead here. Rams with a 1-point lead. 4:33 left in the fourth quarter. Winner moves on in the MIA Division I playoffs. Furman to inbound it for the Falcons. Now Fox gives it over to Furman. Furman now nearly gets that one taken away by McCabe. Now Furman in the paint gives it over to Daniels, and they're going to call Furman on a travel. Hessian inbounds it to Patton. Hessian gives it over to Richardson. He gives that one back to Hessian. Now Feldman slips up there from the pass from Hessian. No call made by the officials. It looks like Corey was getting a little aggressive, and now Feldman through the paint, able to draw a foul on the Falcons. Send Feldman to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams once again. Based on what I've been watching, Noah Feldman has only missed 1 free throw in tonight's matchup. First shot for Feldman goes through. Second shot for Feldman also goes through. Rams now with a 3-point lead against the Falcons. A majority of the Rams' points tonight has come from free throws, but the Rams able to have the lead here against the Falcons. 3:40 left in the fourth quarter. Now Fox in the paint, gives it outside to Furman. And it looks like they're going to call a foul as Fox
Stop ball, Washington.
hit the deck there. Fox to inbound it for the Falcons underneath his own net. And now Fox, looks like he was trying to pass it over to Furman. Ball goes out of bounds. It looks like Padden may have gotten his hand on it, so it will remain a Falcon ball. Furman inbounds it over to Daniels. He gives that one to Fox. Fox gives it to Coria. Coria now in the paint, puts up a layup. That one goes through. Rams now once again only a 1-point lead. Now McCabe gives it to Hessian. He gives that one to Padden. Now Padden in the paint, puts up a shot. That one goes through. Looks like he might have been trying to draw a foul, but regardless, he puts points on the board for the Rams. And a timeout now taken by the Falcons. Rams is showing the Falcons that their offense can be just as good as their defense. I said before, the Rams need to work on some offensive formations, and right there, Dan Patton able to get through the paint to put up 2 for the Rams. A great offensive play there for the Rams. Rams now with a 3-point lead, but the Falcons showing that they're not going to go anywhere. So in the huddle, you have to imagine Coach Fish and Coach Rodriguez drawing up some offensive plays for both their teams. It's really going to come down to who has the ball last, or it's going to come down to the time. We've seen some close calls for the Rams before, especially Plymouth South earlier in the season when Plymouth South visited the Rams. Luke Richardson was able to bury a 3 to win the game 51-49 for the Rams. So you know the Rams are always ready in clutch time, but it's just a matter of, are the Falcons ready? .306 left in the fourth quarter here on Marshfield Community Media. This has truly been a great night here at Cambridge Rindge Latin High School. And I'll say one thing, it's definitely been an intense night as well. We see both student sections, parent sections, whatever you want to call them, chirping at players and each other. Like I said before, it's less of a battle of basketball, more a battle of the student sections, really. Now Daniels didn't look like he was ready to inbound it there. He had to rush over to inbound the ball for the Falcons, but regardless, he gives that one to Fox. Fox gives it to Coria. Coria under pressure gives it to Fox. Fox now gives it to Daniels. Daniels with a mid-range, and that one goes through, and it'll be an and one for Daniels. What was once a 10-point lead, now only a 1-point lead. And now Daniels with an opportunity to tie things up for the Falcons. Daniels unable to tie things up for the Falcons. Now Hessian gives it over to Richardson. He gives that one to Padden. Padden now in the paint, puts up a shot. That one goes through. Dan Padden looks like he might have gotten fouled on the way through, but once again able to put up 2 for the Rams. Rams back to the 3-point lead. Coach Fish like a 6-man on defense out there yelling plays out to the Rams. Now in the paint is Daniels. He's able to put up a layup for the Falcons. Rams once again on a 1-point lead. Now Feldman, a high pass over the head of Patton. Patton able to keep it in bounds, but no! It goes in the hands of Furman. Furman gives it over to Fox. Fox now in the paint, gives it outside to Abibi. Abibi puts up a 3. That one is no good. But Daniels grabs the rebound for the Falcons, puts up a shot, no good, but they're going to call him for traveling. Excuse me, no, they're going to call the foul against McCabe, and it will send Daniels to line to shoot 2 for the Falcons. First shot for Daniels goes through. And we are tied in the Al Coco Luto Gymnasium. Second shot for Daniels is no good. Tied up 55-55. Rams and Falcons looking to move on in the playoffs. Minute 50 left in the fourth quarter. It's going to come down to who has the ball last. Now Feldman gives it to Hessian. Hessian gives it over to Patton. Patton trying to get around the Falcons defense, puts up a shot. That one's no good. Fox grabs the rebound for the Falcons. He gets down to Furman. Furman under double coverage. And they're going to call a timeout here. The Falcons calling a timeout. Minute 33 left in the fourth quarter. Tied up 55-55. Rams and Falcons. Winner moves on in the MIAA Division I playoffs. It doesn't get more intense than this. But if there's anything I know about Marshall is they're always ready in clutch time. As I mentioned, that game against Plymouth South, Luke Richardson able to bury the game-winning three for a 51-49 victory. And you also have to imagine that Coach Bob Fisher's 45 years of experience definitely is coming in handy here. He knows what it's like to be in clutch time. It's just a matter of who gets the ball last. The 18th seed, the Marshall Rams, versus the 15th seed, the Cambridge Rindge Latin Falcons. This is going to be an intense minute 33. Daniels inbounds it over to Furman for the Falcons. Now Fox gives it over to Coria. Coria in the paint. Gets fouled by Ryan McCabe. Sends him to the line to shoot two for the Falcons. A minute 8 left in the fourth quarter.
This is crazy work in the back.
First shot for Coria goes through. Falcons now with the lead. Second shot for Coria goes through. Now Falcons with a 2-point lead. Minute 5 left in the fourth quarter. Feldman gives it over to Hessian. 1 minute to go. Falcons on heavy coverage. Defense is all they need. McCabe! No, he misses the layup. Hits the ground though, but he gets fouled. McCabe gets fouled and he'll go to the line to shoot two for the Rams. Now a timeout taken by the Rams.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
It'll be Hessian to inbound it for the Rams. 51 seconds left. Houston has checked in the game for the Falcons. Hessian passes it to Richardson. He fakes three. Richardson now in the paint, gives it to Patton. Patton now heads through the paint, under the hoop, gives it, no! He tried to give it outside to Feldman. That one's taken away by Furman. And now it looks like they're going to call Richardson on a foul there. Furman was heading down the court. Things are starting to look bad here for the Rams. 33 seconds, down by 2.
They got to put in all new stuff. You got to those down. You got to
I'm at a loss for words. Falcons with a 2-point lead. Rams once had a 10-point lead. Falcons able to make the comeback throughout the second half. Rams will be the first to break the timeout. It's going to come down to who has it last. Richardson, Patton, McCabe, Hessian, and Feldman all out there for the Rams. Coria, Furman, Houston, Abiba, and Daniels for the Falcons. Daniels to inbound it for the Falcons, gives it over to Houston. Houston under double coverage. Off the hands of Richardson. It goes out of bounds, but it will be a Marshall ball. Houston was looking for the ball there. It'll be Penn to inbound it for the Rams. 29 seconds to go. And now it looks like another timeout taken by the Rams.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
Now breaking out of the timeout. It'll be Hessian to inbound it for the Rams. 29 seconds to go in Al Cocoluto Gymnasium. Falcons lead 57-55 against the Rams. Winner moves on in the playoffs. Hessian inbounds it to Patton. Patton with plenty of time to work with, 25 seconds. Patton under pressure from Houston, gives it to Feldman. Feldman now under double coverage, ball goes out of bounds. And it's going to be a Falcon ball. Or excuse me, no, it will be a Marshall ball. Feldman's going to inbound it for the Rams. Falcons is playing defense on whoever has the ball, whether it's man-to-man or double coverage. Hessian gives it over to Feldman. Feldman out in the paint, tries to give it to Hessian. That one is tipped up and nearly hit Marshall High School's principal, Ms. Setner. Hessian does it, Feldman puts it, that one goes through! Things are tied up, 57-57. 6 seconds to go. This is the last shot. Corey has it, gives it over to Bibi. That one gets blocked. Feldman grabs it, puts up a heave. That one's no good. It looks like we're going to be going to overtime in Al Cocoluto Gymnasium. 57-57 is your score.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
Both teams breaking the huddle, entering overtime. 4 minutes on the clock. Rams versus Falcons. Winner moves on. Richardson to take the jump ball for the Rams. Daniels for the Falcons.
Hey, let's go get it, Bob. Back tap it, right? Back tap it right today.
Ball is up and it's going to the Falcons. Coria gives it over to Abibi. And he gives that one over to Furman. Furman gives that one to Houston. Gives it over to Daniels. He gives that one to Coria. He gives that to Furman. Furman gives it to Daniels, gives that to Abibi. Abibi tries to put up the mid-range. That one's no good. McCabe grabs the rebound for the Rams. It's always Ryan McCabe under the net grabbing rebounds for the Rams, coming off a 12-rebound game at Dennis Yarmouth in the Rams' last game. Rams haven't played, or excuse me, both Rams and Falcons haven't played in about 2 weeks. And with the snow, it's been hard to practice, so both these teams able to show some great resilience here tonight. Now Richardson at the top of the key gets a screen from Feldman. Richardson in the paint, tries to throw a shot, that one's no good, but he gets fouled. Richardson to the line to shoot two for the Rams.
Hey, let's go. Too small
First shot for Richardson goes through. Rams taking back the lead, 3:05 in overtime. Second shot for Richardson goes through. Rams now with a 2-point lead. 3 minutes to go. Winner moves on. Furman at the top of the key. Gives it over to Houston. Houston gives it to a BB. A BB in the paint, puts up a shot. That one goes through. Ties things up. 59-59 is your score.
Smart play. No need to contest that. Come on, work something.
Hessian gives it over to Feldman. He gives that to McCabe at the top of the key. McCabe gives it over to Feldman. Feldman under some pressure. Rams were looking for a foul there.
Hey, spacing.
Now Richardson through the paint, puts up a wild shot. That one is no good, but he gets fouled going through the paint. Richardson going to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams.
Play deep. Just stay strong with it. Keep playing strong, kid.
First shot for Richardson is no good. We're going to see Torre check into the game for the Falcons.
Good, kid.
Second shot for Richardson goes through.
Hey, get back.
Daniels gives it over to Furman. Furman now in the paint, does all the work himself, puts up 2 for the Falcons. 2:05 left in overtime.
Hey, you gotta be smart. You gotta be smart.
Falcons lead 61-60.
Nope.
Now Patton gives it over to Feldman.
Nope. Stay safe.
Feldman gives it back to Patton. Patton in the paint, puts up a wild shot, no good, but gets fouled going through the paint, sending Patton to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams. The Rams know they can draw fouls against the Falcons. They're using that to their advantage, trying to score the most points they can on foul shots.
Let's go, Dano.
First shot for Patton is no good. Second shot for Patton goes through, ties things up. Minute 48 left in overtime. Furman in the paint, gives it outside to Correa. Correa puts up a 3. That one is no good. Furman, though, grabs the rebound for the Falcons. Now Furman puts up a 3. That one's an air ball. Goes out of bounds.
What we call hot dog duty. Feet just get real tight. They get real tight out here. They make a shot.
Patton gives it over to Hessian.
Not that. Nope.
Hessian gives it to Richardson.
Wait.
Richardson gives it to Feldman. Feldman puts up a layup. That one goes through. Wow. In and out of the net.
Stop all that flopping.
Feldman able to make the ball fall.
Flopping. I guarantee you, if you call
Rams now lead 63-61. That ball went in, out, and in again. Great shot from Noah Feldman.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting.
Road to Responsibility.
This has been an unbelievable night here at Cambridge Rindge Latin High School. Whoever wins is going home with the utmost respect here. Whoever loses is going home with the utmost respect as well. Both teams fighting as hard as they can here tonight, overtime. And it's been a great game here tonight, so whoever wins, whoever loses, both have earned a lot of respect from the crowd here in Cambridge. Daniels to inbound it for the Falcons. Gives it to Furman. 1:05 left to go. Rams lead 63-61. And Furman now in the paint, wide open space, puts up the layup for the Falcons. Tied up 63-63, 51 seconds in overtime.
Hey, take your time, take your time.
Patton with plenty of time to work with. 38 seconds. Patton gives it to Feldman. Feldman in the paint, puts up a shot. That one's no good, but he gets fouled going through the paint. Patton going to the line to shoot 2 for the Rams. 30 seconds left in overtime. Patton, first shot is no good. Second shot for Patton goes through. Rams back to the 1-point lead. Now Furman with 27 seconds to go. Gives it to Torrey. Torrey gives it to Furman. Furman puts up a 3. No good. Richardson grabs the rebound for the Rams. He gives it over to Patton. Patton gives it to Feldman. Feldman dribble out the clock. And they're going to call a foul against the Falcons. Feldman was looking to dribble out the clock. They're going to call a foul against the Falcons as they're trying to get the ball away from Feldman. Rams lead 64-63. Patton with an opportunity to increase that lead. First shot from Patton. Feldman goes through. Rams now on a 2-point lead. Second shot from Feldman. Goes through. Rams now with a 3-point lead. Now a timeout taken by the Falcons. It's going to come down to one last play for the Cambridge Rindge Latin Falcons, and you have to go for 3 if you want to tie things up. 12 seconds to go. Here now, Coco Ludo Gymnasium.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by Repel Pest Solutions,
Biviano General Contracting,
Road to Responsibility.
Both teams take the floor off the timeouts. Coach Fish, one last word to his players. Daniels to inbound it for the Falcons. 12.4 seconds left. You have to imagine this is it. Daniels inbounds it to Furman. 11 seconds to go. Furman charging down the court, looking for an open space. Gives it to a BB. He gives on a Tor. 4 seconds to go. Furman, this is it. Puts up a 3. No good. An air ball. The Rams have won in Cambridge Rindge Latin High School. Your final score is 63-63. 66-63 is your final score. The Rams have won in an unbelievable game. It was up and down. The Rams finally able to come out on top. The Rams are moving on in the MIAA Division I playoff tournament. Unreal. 63-66 is your final score. Unreal. Rams now moving on. And the Rams are waiting for Belmont and Chelmsford to play a preliminary round game. Whoever wins that game will go and play the number 2 seed Andover. Whoever wins that game is who the Rams will play next. An unbelievable night here in Cambridge, Massachusetts. Rams come out with a 66-63 win. Ben Wilson on play-by-play action. Katie Wilson, my mom, behind the camera. Thank her so much for doing it. From Coco Luto Gymnasium, good night.
MCM coverage of MHS Sports is proudly presented by
Biviano General Contracting.
Biviano General Contracting is Marshfield's leading custom modular house builder. Modular building saves time and money. Only 8 to 12 weeks for the entire build, saving up to 25% of the cost compared to traditional building. We also offer custom deck building, kitchen and bathroom remodels, additions, and house elevations.
More information can be found at bivianocontracting.com.
Repel Pest Solutions. Repel Pest Solutions is a full-service pest control company protecting residential and commercial properties from nuisance pests that carry germs and diseases. They are a small, family-run business from Marshfield, licensed, insured, competitively priced. We work to understand your needs and offer an integrated pest solution that's environmentally friendly. Don't be afraid to bug us. Road to Responsibility. Founded in 1988, Road to Responsibility's mission is to provide the means, the opportunity, and the support necessary to allow citizens with disabilities to take their place as productive members of the community. We are committed to providing all individuals with opportunities to truly live in the community. Through our services, we are proud to enrich and improve the lives of every individual, one person at a time.
Crossing the 50, 40. He's got 2 men to beat. No one's going to catch.
Is up, and it is scored! For 3.
Got it. With the shot. It's in.
Lights out. Good night. Goodbye.
And there's it! Marshfield wins!
It's a great serve.
Another one. Drop. And the Rams drop one first here in the Super Bowl.
Nice.
Kick on the field.